After you've watched the video and read through the criteria for what is expected for the next 2 weeks on the Google Sites, I'd like you to get started. And the easiest way to get started is you can open a new tab or get yourself to your drive. Now, a lot of things we'll do this 9 weeks will be based off of the drive, whether it's docs, spreadsheets, and whatnot. Sites is a little bit different. It is one of your apps, so if you click on your apps, you'll see Sites. And if you don't see Sites, if Sites don't pop up, you can go down to the very bottom. It will say More, and then you just search a little ways down and it will come up as Google Sites eventually. Now, while it's loading, you can create as many different sites as you want. So if you did start a site and you were working on it, didn't really like it, you don't have to delete it. You can save as many as you want. You'll notice that I have several websites created here. A couple are just for fun, for my family, for my kids, and a couple are for school or for my college classes or whatever. But you can have as many as you want. It's an unlimited amount, which is really fun. First thing, just click on Create. Now once you create, it's going to ask you for a name. Typically, you'll want to give it your name or a unique name, like your name with a couple numbers or something like that. I would recommend starting with a blank template here. You can always change the theme later on. It's pretty easy to start with a blank template. That way it's white, and then you can always add to it. Name your site. I'm just going to call mine Mr. Heaton. Now it will tell you if it's not available. It will come up and it'll say right here, it's not available, choose a different name. You can add numbers to it. You can add maybe an extra letter or something like that, just so it's pretty close to your name. And then you click Create, and actually at this point it would tell you if your name is available or if it's not. It takes a little while to load, and all it's doing is it's just creating the bare bones, the basics for your site. The main thing I want you to experiment with this, creating a Google site, is to have fun with it. Try it out, embed a video, throw some cool images on there, put some hyperlinks, use a lot of your tech skills for this. If you look back to the criteria, it does say a lot of color. You'll notice that the template, or the basics here, is very basic. Don't worry about the colors right away. You want to jump in and get started with it. Here's the key features you need to be aware of. Top right hand corner, the pencil is your editor. You have to have the editor loaded or running in order to edit the page. The next one is create a page. This is where you're going to create your subpage. Math, social studies, art, PE, or whatever classes you have. You could even make a page if you wanted to for 7th grade year, for 6th grade year. And then a cool thing with Google Sites is whatever you've created in Google, you can easily put on your site. So if you made some neat projects last year in 7th grade and you want to have a 7th grade page, that's a great idea. What I would like to see you do is to keep this website for the whole year and then add to it when you get through high school. What would be awesome is if you had a full website from 8th grade through your senior year ready when you walk into college. This over here is the More Actions. This is how you will change the share settings. So I'm just going to show you that real quickly. Click on it, go all the way down to Sharing and Permissions. Now its automatic default will be a private website, and you can change this at any time. So if you want to, when you're all the way finished and you want to change it and put it on your rubric, then you would change it right here. So it's Sharing and Permissions. Now when this loads, you're going to want to just make sure that you're clicking on the link that says anyone with the link has the ability to view. Right now it's private. I need to change this to anyone with the link can view. That means you still have to give the people the link. They're not going to just randomly guess what your website is. You would click that, you click Save. Here's your URL right here. This is your specific URL for your website. Now we will convert this into a QR code, which you simply take this, right-click copy, put it in the QR generator, and then it's going to create one of those cool QR codes for you. Also, here you'll find themes, colors, and fonts. Now I'm not going to jump into that too much right now, but you can play around with that. That's going to allow you to change the color. It'll allow you to insert some images and a lot of things to customize what your website looks like. Well, I'm going to go back here and just show you some of the basics here. I want to load my editor, so I'm going to edit the page. It will tell you it's loading editor. This ribbon up here is very similar to what a Google Doc looks like. You have your theme, your specialist type of font, you have your font size, bold, italicized, underline, here's your text, color, here's your text background color. I wouldn't advise using the background color too much, maybe just a couple of keywords. Here's where you're going to create your hyperlink. You have your numbered list, so like your bullet points, some there. Here's how you line things up. You can surely play around with some formatting, and you can figure out what HTML does. It's a type of a code which is going to allow you to put different things on your website. I wouldn't recommend doing that right off the get-go, but you can definitely look into it. Layout. If you don't like the single column layout, maybe some of the pages, you put a 2-column or a 3-column, you can play around with those, and you can always change them back if you want. Table. This is going to allow you to insert tables. Once you create your table, this will allow you to insert a row above, a row below, insert a column left or right, delete the table, delete a row, delete a column. You should also be able to right-click in there if you want to delete part of that. Format. Now, formatting is a huge thing in which you do typically in documents, whether it's a Microsoft Word document or a Google document. This is just going to allow you to do a couple different, maybe it's align it left, align it center, and those things are right up here as well. Now, insert. This is where you're going to spend the majority of your time. When you want to insert an image, you're going to go to insert. Makes the most sense. When you do insert an image, there's 2 ways to do this. You can upload it. This would mean if you had a flash drive and you popped the flash drive in, you wanted to upload the photo into your Google Photos, then you could upload it there. Or you can simply go to web address. It's the URL. So you would go to, let's say, I'm going to go to Google Images. And if mine, I want to start off with, maybe I want to start off with the South Sioux City Cardinals logo. You can always right-click, copy, paste. I would recommend doing a left click to open it. And then once it's open, it's going to give you a little preview. You want to do a right click. Then you'll go down to copy image URL. I'm going to come back here, do a right click, paste. You should see a preview in here. If you don't see a preview, you didn't copy it correctly. Then I can go down a little ways. I can hit OK. Now my image is going to be in here. Now what's really cool is you can set this up to take you to maybe the South Sioux City Cardinals homepage instead. If I were to click it now, it's going to take it and make it a bigger picture. What I would like to do is I might want to highlight it, put my link, it's like a chain link. So I'm going to click on it. I'll go link. Right now it's here, so I want to link it to the website. I want to go to web address and I want to type in southsiouxcity.org. Actually, it's SSC Cardinals. I'm going to change that. I don't want to go to the, I want to go cardinals.org. I want to open the link in a new window. Every external link you make, you want to open this in a different window. I'm going to hit OK. I want to save it to make sure my link works. It didn't. So what I would do is I'd have to go back in. I'd have to find a different image. That's okay. I go right back and try a different image. That is how you hyperlink it though. So my image didn't work. No big deal. My hyperlink would work. So I'm just going to delete that for now. I can also go to insert. Here's another way to hyperlink there. You can play around with some of these here. I wouldn't try to get too fancy in the beginning. Recent posts, there's some different gadgets you can insert here. You don't need a text box. It actually sometimes is easier if you type without the text box. More gadget. There's a really cool scrolling banner in there, and maybe that's something that you look into at some point. Here's all the things that are Google based. So if you have something created in Google, you can easily put it onto your website, which is what I'm hoping you're going to do. Google Calendar. If you make a calendar, you can insert your calendar on one of your pages. It's really cool when you update it on your calendar side, it automatically updates for your Google site. You can insert a chart. This would be neat if you're taking a bunch of quizzes or tests and you want to keep track of all your information instead of paper pencil. You can put it right there. You have access to everything you've done in Google Drive. Now some of you have a lot of things, which is really cool. Maybe there's a document from an English class that I want to put on there. I can put it on there. A drawing, my folder, a Google form, which we will create a Google form this 9 weeks, in which you'll put your form on your site. Some of your classmates will take that and then you can get the information. You can always put a Google image, a presentation, a spreadsheet, a Google video, which is cool. If you, on your own time, made a video about yourself or your hobbies, or if there's a sporting activity or a dance competition or music, whatever, you can put that video right on there. You can also embed a YouTube video. So for instance, if I open this up, I need to copy the URL right here. So let's go look. Here's an example. Here's a video that I just made that I want to publish. If this is my URL, I'm going to copy this, come back here, paste, and I can hit save. That will then put the video in here. It doesn't look like the video is correct until you hit save. Once you save it, then the video pops in right here. Let's try to add a new page. So I'm going to click Create Page. Now maybe I want to call this one Reading. I'm going to keep it at the top level. It looks good here. I click Create. Now I'll have my home page and my reading page. There's my home page, there's my reading page. Every page you're on, you have the ability to customize it with the colors, the images, the hyperlinks. Just keep referring back to this rubric if you need help. And again, you can always ask me, you can always watch a YouTube video as well. Thanks a lot, and I hope you really enjoy this and look for more videos in the next 2 weeks. Thank you.